Please give me a moment while I connect to Facebook. We'll be getting started momentarily. And I think we should be live on Facebook. Hi everybody, welcome to the Strategic Swing Trader. I am Sami Abu Saad, Director of Education at T3 Live. We have a lot to go over. We're going to go over the market. We're going to go over some swing ideas. And I'd like to also let you know that I have an open house, not this week, but next week. So we'll talk about that in the next few minutes. But first, as always, a standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss is for educational purposes only. If you'd like to download a copy of my free ebook, link for that is in the description below the video. And also I dropped a link to the open house so you can register if you'd like to check out the Strategic Day Trader Room. That's a day trading chat room, and the Strategic Swing Trader newsletter. Okay, so link for that is in the description. But let's go ahead and get started. If you find benefit in today's video, as always, we would appreciate it if you hit the like button. So the market first, okay? Whether you look at the SPY or the Qs doesn't really matter that much. The SPY is a bit stronger than the Qs. We had a very strong reversal, the strongest you can get, on Friday, okay, in the market. And now I wasn't expecting it, to be honest with you. I was short the Qs and I had to run away from it because it was going against me. So I got out of my position, but I got stopped out. But and I'm glad I did, because the market continued higher. But now we got that really strong reversal. We need to get follow through. One of the main characteristics of a bearish market is that you don't get follow through. You get the most bullish bar you've ever seen, and then you don't get another green bar. So in a very bearish market, it's very hard to get two green bars in a row. I don't mean, like, this doesn't count as a green bar because it gapped down. I mean two solid green bars with higher closes. So, you know, we got to get another green bar here that closes higher than where we closed on Friday. And if we do that, if we get a higher close, then that should signal the bottom, at least for now. I was expecting one more drop. The Qs, I think, got to the 20 on the monthly, which was my initial target. Pretty much got to it. I said 320. It got to 334. So not in last week's video I said 320ish or so. I guess it got to 334. So it didn't exactly get to the 20 on the monthly. The SPY is far above it. Did get to that little support area, but I was expecting a continuation towards that 20 on the monthly on the SPY. We didn't get it. Let's see if we get follow through. If we do not get follow through, if we get a red bar, a gap down, or a red bar that negates this green bar, or, you know, then that only will show us, that will only tell us that the market is really weak. Okay, I'm not counting on that happening, but just a heads up, one bar events in bullish markets, one big green bars are not good enough. You got to get two. Okay, and so if we get another green bar, okay, let's be bullish and wait to see what the market does when it meets the next resistance area, which in this case the declining 20 on the daily chart. Okay, whether you look at the SPY or the Qs, doesn't really matter. As I said, the SPY is quite a bit stronger than the Qs, but similar pattern. So if we get a green bar. If we don't get a green bar and we actually end up breaking under this bar's low, then that tells me the market is still all out bearish, and this was just a base, not a real bottom. Okay, but that's unlikely to happen. So, but we'll see. So we talked about, you know, the possibility of a bullish scenario, what we need to see to be bullish, and what we need to see to be bearish. Okay, on to the swing ideas. We got ARVL. Okay, so because the market moved up so much on Friday, all the bullish stuff that I was watching, you know, is already, you know, put in big green bars. So I need to look at playing them on Tuesday, not tomorrow, but Tuesday, because then I'll get the 1, 2, 3. So I don't have the best watch list for tomorrow, again, because we already moved up so much on Friday. But let me show you what I got for now. And if you're a subscriber, obviously you get the list on a daily basis. ARVL, possible climactic buy setup, and an hourly base breakout. So this would be a long over 332, stop under 296, okay? And target, it really has a lot of room to go. It ultimately has room to $6, but let's just say to 420 for target 1, and then this bar is high, $5 for target 2, okay? So that's a climactic buy setup. This one is a base breakout on the hourly chart, okay? So long over the base, stop under it. So long over 38.52, stop under 37, and target the bottom of the base on the daily chart. So right about 41, I would say, about 41 on the AJRD. DDL is another climactic buy setup, similar to the ARVL, down a lot and has an hourly base breakout over here, as you can see on the hourly chart. So long over the base, stop under it, and then I would say a target about, it depends what the market does. That's what it's gonna all depend on, what the market ends up doing this week. So target about 650 or so, okay, on the DDL. GATO I like a lot, had a mega gap down, about 60% or so, or maybe more. Dropped a lot, and now I like it higher over 310, 308, but let's just say over 310, stop under 268, and target just $4 would be plenty. Okay, that would be 25% basically to $4. Could it go above $4? Sure, but we would probably need a bullish market, and I'm not sure we're gonna have that this week. I think it's very likely, but that would be at least a target 1, okay, on the GATO. I like a lot. LRN gapped up, held the gap. It didn't drop into the gap fill. So now I like it. Look at the bottoming tails. Those are bullish. I like it over 34.50. Stop under 32.60 on the LRN. MKC, another, not exactly 1, 2, 3, but I would do it either over the SPARS high, which is 98.40, or over 99.15. Either works. 98.40 would give you a smaller stop. 99.15 would be a more confirmed entry. Nice hourly base breakout. Okay, so I like it a lot. Again, there are 2 entry points depending on how much you like it. The more I like something, the more aggressive I am with it usually. Over 99, let's say 15, stop under 96.15, and target the all-time high should be 105 something, 105.50 should be the all-time high on the MKC. MATX, similar to the MKC, not as good, I would say. It's at all-time high already. So these stocks, these last 2, and including the LRN, these all have good relative strength to the market. The market dropped, they stayed bullish. The other ones dropped with the market, so those would be more reversal plays. Okay, on to the bearish list. So not a lot of symbols, but because as I said, a lot of the good ones have already printed big green bar. When I get a big green bar, I don't get in the next day, the day after a big green bar. I wait for a 1, 2, 3. So the big green bar, another range bar, and then I look to play long. So on Tuesday, I think I'll be, if the market goes higher, I'll be busy with a lot of the long plays. Here's the short plays. I got ARAY 1, 2, 3 short. So short under 330, stop over 352. Okay, on the ARAY or ARAY. ARAY. There's another stock with the symbol ARRY. That one I call ARAY. This is ARAY. EPZM, another 1, 2, 3. It's low priced, so it might not be available on a lot of platforms, but I actually like it under 101. I know that's a low price, but if it goes to 50 cents, you'll still make 50%. Like it under 101, stop over 114. And then target, it's at all-time low, so it would just need to be managed. I don't know what the target is. Ribbon, RBBN, base breakdown on the hourly chart. So under the base, stop above it. Okay, like it quite a bit. Under $4, stop over 425. Tight stop. I don't remember what the target for this is. If it's at all-time low, it's not. So target 1, about 360, I would say, 370 maybe. It's a tight stop, but target 1 is also low reward to risk. So that's the issue with it, okay? On the ribbon, QSI is 1, 2, 3 also. Like it because it's so weak. Lost 50% this year and looks like it's going to continue lower to me. It just needs to take out 436. The stop, if it does, then the stop goes over 462. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then SDIG is more of a double bottom break or a base breakdown on the hourly chart. Don't love it, but it is also weak as well. So short list for today. Oh, Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin. So in last week's video, I said, you know, I'm looking to back up the truck if Bitcoin got to 30,000. Unfortunately, it didn't. I ended up buying 1 Bitcoin, but you know, it never got to 30. That would have been a lot better. So now check out the daily chart now, okay? Daily chart is gonna trigger a sell setup. A sell setup is when you have a downtrend and you have a counter rally towards that decline, the blue line, the declining 20, and then the stock breaks a little bit and then goes back up. So I'm hoping Bitcoin drops here and then goes back up and fails on that sell setup. That's called the sell setup, okay? So if it breaks down and then goes back up, guess what's going to happen? We're going to have that weekly bars high get taken out. And if it does, then I think that's a good long-term entry because Bitcoin dropped 50% from the top. Again, I would have much rather waited for Bitcoin to reach 30,000, but it didn't. So what can I do? So again, I hope it drops a little bit on the daily chart to trigger that sell setup and then proceeds to fail on it. This way, we're not buying a downtrend because when you get a sell setup failure, you get an automatic higher low and higher low and higher high in one fell swoop. So So I do like it higher if it can drop and then go back up over 39,000. 39,000, stop under 32,900. 32,900. The same on Ether, except Ether is even better in my opinion. It didn't get to $2,000, area between 2,000 to 1,700, but it still looks good if it can take out this bar's high, which this is the weekly chart. This weekly bar will close today at 7 p.m. East Coast time. So basically after 7 p.m. over this bar's high, I like also Ether long, okay? So I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up on Bitcoin and Ether for those that trade crypto, but I hope you enjoyed today's video. That will do it for this week. Again, if you'd like to join me in the open house, the double open house, not this week, the following week, link in the description, the first link in the description of the video below. Thank you so much and have a great weekend, rest of the weekend, everybody. Have a great trading week next week. Take care. Good luck.